What's going on, everybody? You are back with TheReal PG for another NBA player props video for today, Wednesday, March 29th. Before we get into the video, if I could please ask you to get subscribed to the channel if you've not yet done so, and hit that bell button for the most up-to-date information on player injuries, player line movement, and anything else in regards to today's slate. Before we do get into the picks, I'd like to real quickly go over the 3 links in the description section. First one being to the Discord. This is more or less an extension of the YouTube channel where my research throughout the day after the first looks that come out on YouTube will get added to, as well as everybody else dropping tons of information, their cards, all the things that you could expect to see in here. If you're curious about how the Discord's been doing as a whole, come check out the trophy shelf. Lots of wins lately, lots of big things happening. Second link is going to be to the Patreon. There is 2 tiers, a base tier and an all access VIP tier. This is the all access VIP tier, chat. This is how last night went, more or less. These are the 6 plays that I did give out on Patreon. Oops, I'm sorry. These are the 6 I gave out on Patreon. I gave Pascal's PRA, his RA, as well as his assist as a lean. So we basically hit everything except for Cole Anthony, who shot like unreal bad. So it happens. But the Patreon has been doing great lately, guys. If you want to check out more about what other people have to say about the Patreon instead of just myself, come on into the testimonial section. You'll see a lot of tailed wins, as well as just some words from people in regards to the Patreon, the way I run it, you know, the way how we've been doing, all sorts of stuff, guys. Just things that will help you in your decision on whether or not this is something that you would like to be a part of. So, I mean, big things, $20,000 winner here about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. A lot of big things have happened lately, guys. So come check this out on your own time. Everything should be in here. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I am on the Discord 16 to 18 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So any questions you have, feel free to DM me. I do get back to everybody very quickly. Last link is going to be to Thrive Fantasy. If you are not yet signed up at Thrive, please come over, get signed up using promo code capital letters PG. I'm running a pretty great promotion right now. So if you do come over as a new user and sign up using promo code capital letters PG, and deposit $25 minimum. You can deposit as much as you'd like, and they will match 100% up to $100 when using my code. But all you need to do is $25 for the promotion. When you deposit this $25 using my code, you will get your $25 matched immediately, having $50 in your account. At this point, you need to just place a bet of $1 or more, and after that, you come into the Discord and let me know that you've taken care of the 3 steps of using the promo code, making your deposit of 25 or more, and making a bet. Once you've done that, I verify it with Thrive and make sure you have, and at that point, I'm going to give 2 different options at this point. Is what I was doing was just doing $10 back, but they raised the deposit limit from 10, or the deposit minimum, from 10 to 25. So I'm keeping the same way that I was doing before, and I'm willing to give you $10 back out of my pocket as a thank you for taking the time to come over, sign up with my promo code, and to give Thrive Fantasy a try. They have the highest payouts in the industry, guys, as well as you will most likely, the day you sign up, have a free square. There has been one every day for the last 3 weeks now. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. So as well as getting your money matched, getting yourself $10 of what you deposited paid back to you as a, thank you for your time and effort to come on over and try a site that I think you will like a lot more than Prizepicks, Underdog, Fliff, whatever other sites you're playing on, Hot Streak. It doesn't really matter. Thrive is a whole different concept, guys. They not only have player props, but they also have the contest lobby, which is their version of like traditional DFS. So lots of cool things going on over here. So yeah, like I was saying, you will get $10 sent back to you as option 1. so that you will have $50 in your account with your $25 deposit. I will send you 10 back. So you're getting $50 in credit for $15. So $35 in free money to bet on Thrive just for coming over and using my promo code. If you would like, because they have raised the limit to 25 minimum, the other option I'm giving out, instead of taking $10 cash back, I would be willing to give a week of free Patreon. So if you would like to do that, when you come over and you do let me know that you have taken care of the 3 steps, depositing or using promo code capital letters PG, depositing $25 minimum and making a $1 or more bet, let me know whether you'd like to get the $10 back or you would like the Patreon. I will set you up with either one, and that way you can get a little bit of a try it before you buy it, if you will, on the Patreon as well, if that's something that you may be interested in, but you're not too sure what to expect. You can certainly take advantage of a free week, and yeah, we'll go from there. So it's early, guys. I've only got one play over here for you, and it's going to be Jaren Jackson over his 26.5 PRA. So if we look at Jaren Jackson against the Clippers, he has basically annihilated this 26.5 PRA in every single game he's played them, except for one in 2018. So we need 27 to clear. Here, he had 24 in points alone. Okay, so he gets over with 31. I would ideally love his fantasy points, guys. Don't get me wrong, but right now, Thrive nor Prizepicks, both of the sites that we're going to be looking at, have the fantasy points on the board. So I am just locking the PRA, as I feel very good about this as is. So again, 31 here. Here in 26 minutes, guys, put up 38 PRA. 29 minutes here, 37 PRA. Here, 25 PRA. So this one, actually, he did come up a little shy, too. I did not see that earlier. Here, 28 PRA. In 18 minutes here, we're going to just kind of take this outlier out. He did have 23 PRA in 18 minutes, so I'm not sure what happened here. Foul trouble, maybe, injury. I'm not too sure. This back in 2021. But if he would have played his full run of even, 29 minutes plus, 26 minutes plus, the lowest he's seen in the most recent 5 games, 26 minutes, I think he would have gotten the extra 4 PRA needed to clear the line. This game here, 30 PRA. This game here, 25. This is one of those misses in 2018-19. So basically, the last 5 games, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, smashed the line. Done it in 26 minutes, 29 minutes twice, 31 and 35. What we're currently seeing out of Jackson minutes-wise over the last 5, 26, 34, 26, 35, 23. So pretty much that 26-minute threshold seems to be a floor, more or less, for him. So if we look at Jaren Jackson playing at home, he has either hit this line or hooked shy in 4 of the last 5, as well as 5 of the last 6. So lately, he has been on a tear. Again, the fantasy points is really where Jaren Jackson is at, because you have that block steal upside. 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 5, 2, and he barely turns the ball over. So, I mean, 2, 3 times when you're getting between 6 and 21 fantasy points per game in the block steal category alone, you can handle a couple turnovers. So, but as far as the PRA, again, guys, 4 out of the last 5, 5 out of the last 7. 5 out of the last 7. And let's take a look at his matchup today. So we have the power forward versus the Clippers. I have not even checked this myself yet. Let's see. So it's pretty middle of the road. 20.18 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 4.19 assists allowed over the last 7 games. But really, I'm looking more on this recency here. as well as the insane game logs. But again, when we get the fantasy points on the board, on any site that you're playing on, that is where you're going to want to go instead of the PRA. For sure, you're going to want those fantasy points. But with that being said, play number one over on Thrive is going to be Jaren Jackson over his PRA at 26.5. Feel free to lock that with whatever you want. Today, if you do sign up as a new user, you will have Luka Doncic as your free square. So you could pair Jaren Jackson with Luka if you sign up as a new user today. Also, really quickly wanted to mention, if you do sign up as a new user and you opt to deposit the $100 because they match 100% up to 100, there's a home run challenge on opening day, guys, where all you need to do is you make a deposit of $100 and you pick who you think is going to hit a home run. Any player that you think is going to hit a home run. If you're correct, you get $50 in credit to the prop lobby. So you'd be making a deposit that you'd be making anyways, you know, if you wanted to take full advantage of the free $100 bonus. And then you would also have a chance to win $50 in credit to the prop lobby by just picking who you think is going to hit a home run on opening day. So also pretty cool. So with that being said, let's head over to Prizepicks. Last night, I don't know if I already went over this or not. Last night, this is what the Patreon picks were. Cole Anthony sucked it up, but is what it is. You can't win them all. Trae Young also sucked yesterday, but you can't win them all, guys. There's always that one dude. So today, I've got two plays over here that I really like. Again, Jaren Jackson's fantasy points are not offered. Now they're bringing more props. Fantasy points will be coming, I'm sure. But when I made the play, all that was offered was free throws and PRA. So again, you can lock the PRA if you would like right now at 26.5. I think it's safe. You're probably going to get a fantasy score projection of a prop of about 35.5 is my guess. We could take a look to see what Jaren is projected for. 41.7. I don't think his fantasy score prop will be anywhere near that high. I think at the highest we'd be looking at probably like 37.5, and that would be a stretch. You know, I think 9 points in fantasy value added for somebody like Jaren is probably appropriate. So anything under 37.5, 38.5 maybe even, I would be taking for fantasy points. But otherwise, I would be locking in. Slowly they're adding. So keep an eye for the fantasy points, as the video is going to be out by the time hopefully they are on the board. And we already looked at why we're taking him. And the other pick we're going to pair him with is going to be Rudy Gobert and his rebounds. So let's take a look at this. This is something you don't see a lot, guys. Rudy Gobert, 10.5. Minus 183 juice to the over. Let's take a look at what Rudy's done to these guys in the past. 11 is the current line. 12, 11, 9, 12, 14, 10, 18, 14, 8, 18, 13, 10, 20, 12. Smoked them. Smoked Phoenix. So this is one that I feel very good about. He is projected today. Let's take a look at what Jaren's projected at, too, while we're here. So, because I have not checked Jaren yet. Jaren Jackson, projected for 35 PRA almost. So that's a slam dunk play. Did not even see that. Let's see where he ranks. Oh, wow, he's actually the number one play in the PRA category today, which is awesome. So I feel great now about that. I feel a hell of a lot better than I did 5 minutes ago. And let's look at Gobert's rebounds. So I know where these come out. Rudy, second best play as far as rebounds go, projected for 12.75 today. So even if this line got bumped up to 11.5, I would be willing to take it, as he is crushed. 58% on the season, 50% over the last 20, 60% over the last 10, 80% over the last 5, and 80% this year versus the Phoenix Suns. So you see over the last 10 and then the last 5, the progression is starting to build, and Rudy's, accounts on the rebounds are going up. So let's take a look. Minnesota is going to be playing on the road. So let's swap this to the away log and take a look at Rudy's rebounds. So he has hit 4 of the last 5. He has hit 6 of the last 8 and 7 of the last 10 with totals of 16, 18, 7 for a miss, 12, 19, 8 for another miss, 14, 14, 7, and 14. So when he hits, he really hits, And if we look at just the overall lately, home and away log, some of these numbers are just outrageous. 13, 16, 18, 19. His last 2 games that he's played, he's had 18 and 16 rebounds, and I believe both of those were away games. Yeah, they were both on the road too, so he's strong on the road. That kind of juice is unheard of. I would not be shocked if this was bumped to 11.5, maybe 12 even by the time the slate locks. So get him in. I locked in Jaren Jackson and Rudy Gobert. Let's check one more time while we're on stream to see if Jaren's fantasy points have come up. Not yet. Keep your eyes peeled, though, guys. For right now, though, I would lock in PRA based on what we just saw over at props.cash, with it being the number 1 under projected in as far as projection or prop to projection goes. He is the most under. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Just the most undervalued, more or less. So jump on it, lock it in now, guys, and go from there. So that's what I got for you today. Jaren Jackson over his PRA, Rudy Gobert over his rebounds, and then over on Thrive, just Jaren Jackson over his PRA currently. Again, there will be more plays dropped in the Discord throughout the day. The Patreon, obviously, every single day gets picks for Prizepicks and Thrive. So you will have at least 2 plays for Thrive. Last night, well, you can even look at it. Last night, what we gave for the Patreon. I can just show you what the final looks do look like. So final looks look like this, guys, for the Patreon. So I write up the plays and some detail about why I am taking those plays. So, like I said, even all the, so Thrive, I don't give the detail on because a lot of the times the Thrive plays are going to be the same plays or very similar props with the same players to what I do write up in the Prizepicks section. So you'll get a very detailed write-up on the Prizepicks props, and then you will just get a list of the Thrive props and trust that I did my research, because I did. So last night, Siakam hit, Collins hit, Okongwu smashed, and Cole Anthony destroyed everything. So Cole Anthony last night definitely tore me up. So lost me 71 there, lost me 26 more there, and 51 more there. So thank you, Cole Anthony, for dropping like 5 for 14 last night. I really appreciate that. Great game, bud. Till the next one, guys. Please gamble within your means. The NBA has been insanely volatile lately. Insanely volatile. Whether it's injuries, whether it's blowouts, whether it's poor coaching, whether it is refs jumping at double text and tossing people, whether it's third quarter injuries that can't be rebooted. There is always something lately. So please gamble within your means. Don't gamble more than you can afford to lose. And if you're tailing today, I wish you the best of luck as always. And until the next one, peace.